Hello again, Year 6, and welcome to another Year 6 Maths meeting. You need something to write with and something to write on. Remember, we've got a new character this week. So let's get started with Sid. You're going to square these numbers, square it with Sid. Okay, let's see how you got on. We've got 6 squared. 6 squared means 6 times 6, 36. 6 squared is equal to 36. 9 squared is equal to 9 times 9. 9 squared is 81. With this last one, we've got 2 steps, 8 squared plus 5 squared. 64 plus 25 gives you a total of 89. Great job, Year 6. We're off with Noah Knows now. Pay particular attention to that first equation. 4,900 divided by 70. Is there something we could do to make it easier to calculate? And when you've done that, 800 multiplied by 8. So pause your video and have a go. Great job. Let's have a look. With my first equation, I'm going to make both of these numbers 10 times smaller. My answer will stay exactly the same. It stayed in proportion. 49 divided by 7 is equal to 7. 490 divided by 7 is 70. 800 multiplied by 8. I know that 8 times 8 is equal to 64, but this is 10 100 times bigger, 6,400. Great job, Year 6. Here's our new character, Ratio with Horatio. Let's remind ourselves what ratio means. Ratio compares how much there is of one thing compared to another thing. Try and say that, Year 6. Okay, let's have a look. Ratio compares how much there is of one thing compared to another thing. Try and say it again. Ratio compares how much there is of one thing compared to another thing. So let's have a look. We've got our footballs and we're going to compare them to the amount of tennis balls. We're going to write the ratio of footballs to tennis balls. There are 4 footballs to every 12 tennis balls. 4 to 12. Now it's your turn. We've got lollipops and cookies this time. I'd like you to write the ratio of lollipops to cookies. Pause your video and have a go. Let's see how we got on. We're writing the ratio of lollipops to cookies. 4 to 6. Well done if you got that one. Let's look again closely at the ratio of 4 to 6. Just like fractions, ratios can be simplified. Pause the video and try and simplify 4 to 6. Okay, let's see how you got on. I know that 4 and 6 have a highest common factor of 2. I'm going to divide both of these numbers by 2 to write a simplified ratio, but the ratio will stay the same. 4 divided by 2 is 2. 6 divided by 2 is 3. The simplified ratio is 2 to 3. Well done if you got that one. Moving on now to DJ mix. Convert this improper fraction into a mixed number. Okay, let's see how you got on. DJ Mix knows that 3/3 will be equal to 1 whole, so he's looking for those whole numbers. He can make 3 whole numbers with 1/3 remaining. 3 and 1/3. Great job. DJ Mix again. This time he's got a mixed number, 9 and 2/3. Pause the video and convert this into an improper fraction. Okay, let's see how you got on. I need to know how many thirds are hiding within that 9 whole. So I'm going to multiply 9 times 3, and I'm going to add the 2/3 that I already had. That gives me 29 thirds. Notice how the denominator has stayed the same. Great job, Year 6. Time for Tilly times across. Pause the video and multiply these fractions. Okay, let's see how you got on. we're going to multiply these fractions by multiplying the numerators together and then multiplying the denominators together. 8 times 2 and then 9 times 5. That gives me 16/45. Well done if you got that one. Moving on to say it with Sam. Sam's dividing by 6. So Sam is finding 1/6. So let's say this together. I am finding 1/6 of 7/8. Now say it by yourself. Let's try that again. I am finding 1/6 of 7/8. Say it again. Now pause the video, write down your equation and solve it. Okay, let's see how you got on. I am finding 1/6 of 7/8. This is how I write down this calculation. 1/6 of 7/8. Now I times my fractions. 1 times 7, 6 times 8 to give me 7/48. Great job, Year 6. Off to Sam again. This time he's dividing by 9. I am finding 1/9 of 2/3. Now say it by yourself. I am finding 1/9 of 2/3. Try to say it again. Alright, pause the video and work out that calculation. Okay, let's see how you got on. I am finding 1/9 of 2/3. And this is how I write that calculation. 1/9 of 2/3. And now I times it across. 1 times 2, 9 times 3. That gives me 2/27. Great job again, Year 6. Remember, you can go back through these maths meetings to practice all of these methods and to meet our new characters again. Well done, as always, you're working really hard.